Good morning everyone. It is like 9 something. I've actually been up since 7 and just hanging out. But now I'm annoyed. Get ready, because this is year 6 of daily vlogging. So, like a week ago, I have someone who wants to do a demo reel scene with me and sort of a photo shoot with me, and I asked Lynn if we could use Brandon Hall on March 20th. I said, does that work? That's a Sunday. And she was like, yeah, no, that works, like just send me an email to like remind me. So I did, sent an email. Now she lets me know, oh, we have a workshop that day. I'm sorry, you knew that when we talked yesterday. Or not yesterday, when we talked last week. Really? Really? So now, I have to figure out if I can do all this stuff. And now she's like, maybe you could finish your stuff and then check people in for the workshop. I'm sorry, that wasn't a day I was told that I was gonna be need to work. Really? It is 11:49. I have gotten dressed for the day, but I'm not going anywhere, so comfy clothes it is. And I am actually just now finally having breakfast. Also, what was really nice is Lynn dropped off yesterday this big basket of stuff for the residents of the lily pad, which is what we call it here. So I'm gonna take the liberty of unwrapping this just because I have a feeling if I don't do it, it's not gonna get done. It has turned in to one of those days. I was asked, which I was expecting this to happen, to work on getting the playbills or the programs printed. However, this particular printing service wants the pages to be single, not like 2 on one page. They want them to be individual. So I messaged my boss and I said, hey, I'm having an issue with the files because they want them individually. She writes me back and goes, no, that's incorrect. They should be absolutely fine because this is how they're normally printed. And I said, okay, well, not with this website. That's not how they want them. So if there's an issue, I can't do anything until I can't. This is not, well, nope, horrible lighting again. I haven't been to Disney in a while, and I had talked about, for me, a while, aka November, maybe going in March or something, with my brother, since he got, my parents got him the gift of basically 2 tickets to Disney World or Hollywood Studios for Christmas, for whenever we want to go. But I just read that starting February 17th, no masks are required for fully vaccinated individuals. That actually makes me more nervous. I saw Universal do it, and I was really hoping that Disney would wait a little bit longer. I did check, our COVID cases are way, way, way down than where we were like just a month ago. So that makes me feel good. But yeah, I'm just, I know that my health anxiety kind of holds me more in the fear of this pandemic, I think, more than it does for other people. But I'm still just like, ooh, I'm going to be wearing a mask a lot of places for a long time after this, just because it's going to take a while for my brain to realize, I don't know. So a quick update on ACEs, because it's going to be really interesting to see what happens just because of our analytics. Look, and if I showed this the other day, I apologize, I can't remember. Basically, here is us. This is yesterday, so we hit a low yesterday. But all of our other lows have been on Mondays and Thursdays. Sort of, basically from this point, which is pretty interesting. So then, like this past, Monday, here's a Monday. Then so that's 6,737. That's kind of close to where we were yesterday, 6,385. Similar. The next day, we bumped back up to 8,000. And currently, if I remember correctly from when I went to bed last night, which was around 11 p.m., so I'm thinking at around 11 p.m. we were still, or at midnight, we were still at 132. I woke up this morning to 135, and now we just hit 137, and it's only 2:22. So there's still a lot of growth left potentially for the day, especially because here in the US, it's still school hours, and a lot of people are not, you know, everyone's in school still and at work. So it usually peaks, you know, after like 5 p.m. For a day, or for each day. So it'll be interesting to see tomorrow if today's views are above 6,000, meaning that we go up again after a Monday or a Thursday. So if we stay up for today and tomorrow, and then if we drop again on Thursday and then go up again, it'll be interesting. Just for the heck of it, I wanted to see how many gigabytes is what I'm cleaning off my computer, just for the heck of it, out of my trash. 88.81 gigabytes. Over like 800 items. So my computer will like me. It is nearly 4 p.m. and I just had lunch, but that's because I had breakfast at like 11:30. I am gonna make myself the little reaction video like I did for last year into this year. That I still need to post that. I edited it, I just need to post it. I had a mini pizza that was warm, so my nose is running. But I'm gonna make the one for this year to react to next year right now, because it's not gonna take too long. And then I promised Miss Nola I will sit on the couch and read my book so she can lay on my lap. It's crazy. I have never listened to the podcast episode that I did with my friends Savannah and Christine. They had me on their show. This was back in May of last year, and I've never listened to it. And I was updating my website with the two interviews that I found, or that I did and I forgot to add. So I just had someone comment on Aces and say, I'm sorry, but how is this realistic? The one girl is with the other and they're never going to have sex with each other. Seems like a complete waste of time. While I replied to that person and said, it may seem like to you and many others a complete waste of time, and went on to explain, what I didn't say was, hey, person, you basically just admitted that if you have a partner that you cannot do that with, you don't see any, like, it basically makes it sound like, even though you didn't say it in explicitly in words, you made it sound like you're really only with someone if you can do that with them. And I am not here to judge. There are some people who that is really all they prefer, and relationships in some capacity can work like that. If you both agree to that, then okay. I'm not gonna sit here and judge you for that, but like, be careful with your wording, because might get some people upset. Hello, everyone. I did it. I sent in my resignation letter. It will go into effect, or my last day will be March 13th, which is a Sunday. It's Sunday right after we get back from SCTC. But I've sent it. So that is about a 4-week notice. But I figured it was important for me to send it now, with how crazy things are and the fact that I know that that is when I would prefer to do it, and I would not want to leave them hanging before SpongeBob or before SCTC, of course. So yeah, one of the things I had to sit there and ask myself was, why am I hesitant to send this? Why am I hesitant to take this step? And what it came down to was a tiny bit of worry about financial instability, but it was very small. The biggest part was being worried that I was going to let someone down, or that I was going to make someone disappointed in me. And I had to realize that's not my problem. I should not be worried about I'm giving the proper notice. I'm giving more than the proper notice, you know? I am doing what's right for me. And I even talked to Ashlyn and made sure, I said, I just want to double check. I said, I'm not getting a vibe from you or anything, but like, I just want to double check that you're not angry with me. And she was like, no. She was like, I am all for doing a job that makes you happy and doesn't make you stressed, whether I'm involved with it or not. So that was very nice to know that my housemate is not angry with me. She would absolutely have a reason to be angry with me if I did not give the proper notice. I would be angry with myself if I did not do that. But yeah, so that was a big step, and thank you to my parents for supporting me in it, you know. They didn't sit there and be like, well, like, are you sure? Like, you know. No, they have seen firsthand through the phone and everything how frustrated I have been. I said in my email, which is partially true, that it's time for me to continue to further my screenwriting career and look for opportunities in more related fields. That is the truth, but I won't actually be doing that until after the film, hopefully, films this year. So, a big step, especially because I don't have anything solid lined up, but thankfully, if worse comes to worse, I could always talk to my old manager, Beth, at Nothing But Cakes and see if she'd interview with me again, but I think I've got a pretty solid plan going with, and once again, this is a month from now. This is a month from now, so who knows what could happen in a month. A lot can change in a month. But I could go to her if I needed anything, but I know that I think Uber Eats and working on sets should hopefully be, and then plus my freelance stuff and things like that on the side. I've already got a freelance gig for the demo reels booked for the 20th of March, and someone reached out to me who's done photos with me before about doing photos near Easter, so, and I had a friend of mine reach out about doing maternity photos for her when she gets a little bit closer to her due date, which should also be this spring. So those are 3 things on the horizon that I at least know freelance-wise are coming up. So it's a big leap, but I've at least got a month until that leap fully happens. And on that note, I am heading to bed. Aces is close to 140,000. In fact, I'm actually going to check it one second. We're at 139,772, and nearly we're 5 likes away from 3.6 thousand likes. Absolutely insane. Oh my gosh. Wow. So hopefully, I'm assuming we'll definitely be at 140 by the time I wake up.